South Africa is not a safe place for us young women. Women are getting killed every day and no justice is being given.
On the 12th of May, 2017, two friends, Popi and Bongeka, were headed for a night out in Soweto. They hailed a minibus taxi, but after that they weren't heard from again.
Around that time, there's a lot of stories of girls getting killed in Soweto. Going there to identify them, I was very scared.
Popi and Bongeka had been killed. Two taxi drivers were arrested, but they were later released.
It wasn't a shocker because it's something that we're used to in South Africa. I mean, who gets their justice?
South Africa's femicide rate is 5 times the global average. The case of Popi and Bongeka is representative of this wider problem of gender-based violence in South Africa.
South Africa is so corrupted because of the police. They're not doing their job. The same men who are supposed to protect us are the same men who are killing us. My 12th birthday, she threw me this big party with a big cake, with outfits on, balloons and everything. That was my favorite moment. It was as if she knew it was her last year. She was a people's person who enjoyed life, enjoyed modeling. She was the first person in the house to graduate from university. She was a perfect role model for me. My favorite things to do with her were to just sit around in her room, laugh, have our conversations. We had the best times.
I was very close with my sister. We did everything together. She never took anything serious, ever. So she was always my little child, although she was my little sister. She loved singing. She recorded a few songs. You don't come around. She met Bongeka through me because Bongeka was my best friend. Popi respected Bongeka so much because Bongeka had achieved a lot after graduating.
They never stopped working hard. Bongeka was a very public person and she wanted to be on TV.
My name is Bongeka Phungula from Durban and I'm auditioning for the role of Mandy.
Bongeka and Popi were inseparable. They inspired everyone around them.
Besefana ubengane bese bengasamthatha ngokuthi ngane umzukulu. Akhuleni kwakhe mina ubenga ngoba uma wakhe umshiye no13 years. Kuningi ka bekhuluma ngakho ngoba ngisho nokuthi ashintshe impilo yethu. Eyinto yonke.
The last time I saw Bongeka was on the 10th of May. It was on a Wednesday. On a Friday, we were supposed to meet again at their place because she stayed with Popi. But I changed plans. I didn't go there.
That Friday night, they had called me. Actually, my sister was calling me. She was like, you need to come and see me. And I was like, no, not tonight because I have work tomorrow.
I tried on the Saturday to contact both her and Bongeka, but their phones were just totally off. And it's unlike them to just switch off.
Sunday, it was Mother's Day. My mom called me and she was like, Popi didn't call me. She didn't say Happy Mother's Day. That's weird.
Leso silonda nje sababuhlungu kakhulu ngoba kwathi kwakuzoba Mother's Day kuyisonto ingane yakhe ithi yamfonela ingamtholi ifoni ithi ufuna ukukhuluma naye.
Immediately in my head, I'm thinking, okay, if this has happened to Bongeka, where's Popi? And then I went looking for them all over Soweto, where they stayed, hospitals, at the Naledi police station. They asked me if I knew that ID number. And I was like, this is Bongeka's driving license. And they showed me that they found her lying in Soweto.
Lihle called me. She asked me if I could come identify Bongeka.
And so when we went to the mortuary, that guy that worked there asked me if I could describe the girls. And I was like, why are you asking me to describe the girls? Because I'm just here for one girl. And all of a sudden, they showed me a screen and it was my sister. They didn't even show me Bongeka. It was just my sister right there.
And then that was it.
When I heard about my mom's passing, I was at a friend's place. It was around 7 o'clock at night. My brother came and told me. He actually came weeping. I felt as if the world was on my shoulders. because I remember falling. I blanked out. Everything was just a blur.
Ekugcineni mase kwenzeka lokhu kwamina kuze kwafika ukuyisoli kangcono uba ngimvumelanga ukuthi ahambe.
I was more disappointed because I thought I had let my mom down. You know, I had such a responsibility of taking care of her, and also I had a responsibility of making sure that Bongeka was fine.
My dad died when I was a few months old, so my mom was like my only parent. She was my mom, my dad, my everything. And now that I had lost her, it was very difficult. Yeah.
Two taxi drivers were arrested on suspicion of the murders of the women after a bloodstained taxi was found, and the two suspects were found in possession of belongings of the women, including a cell phone and lipstick. The investigation was riddled with apathy and mistakes.
The detective was supposed to keep in touch, but he never did that. It just hurts me that you guys are getting paid to do nothing, to just sit around and let cases go cold. The evidence was there, but nothing was being done. No actions were being taken.
So we just had to sit there with all the taxi association guys packed in court, you know, making these remarks. It was war at that time. They were just saying, no, we're going to win this. We have money for bail. We have money.
The case was dropped. There was not enough evidence. Our detective was a male. He never understood the pain we felt of not getting enough information. I never had an opportunity to speak to a female police officer. Maybe then she would have understood how I felt, how my granny felt.
Kwangihlukumeza kakhulu ukudedelwa kulabantu ukuthi babengadedelwa kanjani ngoba izinto zengane zatholakala khona izinto zikaBongeka bazithola kuyona leyo moto. Lokho kuyangihlukumeza kakhulu ukuthi ngoba thina asinawo amandla ngoba asingelutho umthetho nje ukuthi nje ngiyamkhumbula umntanami khona nje uyisona silonda esikhona ngoba yishona sebusuku ngiyengalali ngiphaphame ngicabange ngaye.
The reason the case resonated with us was because the problem when it comes to gender-based violence cases reaching the courts is the way in which the police handle the cases. When it comes to holding perpetrators to account, we have to ensure that police understand the importance of collecting the right evidence and also the way in which police treat women. We have seen cases where women will go to report a rape at a police station and get raped by the police officers. I mean, this is the absolute horror that happens in this country. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done.
As a girl, you can't wear what you want to wear. You can't speak the way you want to speak because then they have a right to violate you because you look a certain way. We should take a stand and report whoever we know that is doing this to other women, even if it means it's your own family members.
This year, the case of Popi and Bongeka is featured in Amnesty International's Right for Rights campaign, the biggest annual human rights event in the world.
The premise behind this campaign is that the more people that stand up in solidarity with people whose rights have been violated, the higher our chances are of getting some sort of action.
This campaign is not just about my mom and her friend. This campaign is about all the women who were murdered throughout the year.
We all can fight this. With all the right resources and the right people, we can be able to get the right help that we need. And they must speak to their other fellow brothers. You don't have any sort of entitlement to a woman.
Bangitshele ukuthi kwakwenze njani. Angeke ngize ngithole ukuphumula. Ngeke ngize ngithole ukuphumula. Ngingazwanga ukuthi kwakwenze njani. Kudlula kumina ngaphakathi uma ngibona kukhona abasukumayo abafuna ukubambisana nami nathi abantu abadlulelwe abantu besifazane.
My other favorite moment that I had with my mom was when she took the whole family out to go to the beach. It had been 2 years since she's gone out with the whole family, with the whole kids and everyone. She had bought everything. I think it is her happiest time. I think life is a short, devastating thing. I just think justice is the only thing that could mend my heart right now.